Hey, how do you like your coffee? Cream, sugar, or some special concoction that you haven't yet shared with me? Well, stick around, because I got plenty to share. Oh, hey, how about some coffee? Well, I knew you were coming, so I thought I'd brew a fresh pot. You make yourself to home as I pour us a cup, huh? And there you go. Has everything that you need there. Oh, me. I like mine black. Not that I always preferred my coffee black, but I have to say, when I found out quite a few years ago and just how delicious it tasted, I just never changed back. And it just was an amazing experience when I had my first taste of real black coffee. Of course, now I take it French roast, but still black. I do tend to have some little additives like anybody else, honey and so forth. And I have a certain specific favorite that I use as well. But I'll tell you that afterwards. Right now, just a mystery. But before I had black coffee, actually, it was kind of a discovery. I was working in a warehouse, actually. I was running the shipping and receiving, the desk. And I had to stand there. That way, whenever a customer was around, being next to it, standing there, I'm here to help you, whatnot. So couldn't sit down, conceal myself in any way. And it was about 9:30 at night. And though that wasn't too late, I was exhausted at that time. I guess it was the day before, was just so much getting done. I was dead on my feet. And since working the second shift, I wasn't to leave until midnight. I needed something to pick me up. So on the side of the table, there was a coffee for the customers and so forth. Policy, of course, not for the employees, just for the customers. So I'm just standing there, dozing at my feet. I just had to have me a cup of something. So I went and I approached and went to fetch myself a cup. Sprout came down. I'm looking around, making sure that there's nobody seeing me doing this. And then I looked around the coffee maker and I found out there was no Cremora or Carnation, milk or sugar of any kind. Just black coffee. I never had it that way before. When you never have and you're just so used to one way, trying another, it's almost just like, oh my God, ruins everything. But it was either ditch it because I couldn't put it up in the back of a Sprout, or use it for its best cause. I took it back, stood beside the desk, and just let it sit there for a bit, and there I am, dozing again at my feet. I took it as a shot for its best benefit. And when I did, I brought it close, and then its aroma took me in. Oh, and then I tried my very first sip of black coffee. All my senses are lightened from then. And yes, I broke every policy afterwards. I had 2 more cups. After that, I spoke with the supervisor. What is that coffee? Where do you get it? I want to buy me some. it wasn't available in any stores, only to retailers or hotel uh, owners who display it for their customers and people spending the evening, that is. Not available anywhere for me to purchase. No warehouse, nothing. And I tried striking up a deal with the supervisor. You get it in bags. I'll give you $5 for a bag. I was just so fixed on this certain type of coffee, not thinking the fact that is that there's other coffees out there. I just had to have them black. I thought this was the only coffee that tasted good black. This lasted about a week or so and then just soon died out. And I don't remember exactly how maybe I went back to the cream and sugar afterwards. I'm not sure, but not long after that, I was over a lady friend of mine's, and she preferred her coffee black. She served that way up to me. And then came the question, should I? What the heck? So I went and I tasted the coffee she had given me. It was French roast. Delicious. Absolutely delicious. More delicious than the coffee I had at work. Unbelievable. And the best thing, it was available in stores. And I never had it really any other way. Except, of course, I sometimes put a little flavoring inside, like I mentioned. Honey, or like a little syrup, or actually special ingredient that I'd come accustomed to that I like it. But of course, like I said, I'm not telling you yet. I'll tell you a little bit afterwards. Before I go on about that, there is a lot of ways and a lot of traditional practices that people put additives into coffee to enhance the flavor and even rid bitterness and make a cheap cup of coffee absolutely delicious. Here's a few, for example. Cinnamon. Of course, this is a good way to add sweetness and flavor. It also has some good health benefits as well. What's another? Butter. Now this, to my knowledge, it adds a smooth texture, and it's best for rich coffees. Unusual one that I haven't tried, actually, is salt. Now, unusual as it's seen, its ions remove the bitterness and can enhance the flavor as well. Cardamom. Now this I've had before, and I found it to be quite cultural due to its spicy and invigorating fragrance. It's also quite popular in the Middle East. Egg white. Well, it works like salt. It also reduces the bitterness of lower quality coffees, so it enhances the strength of caffeine. Oh, here's one for you. Beer. A few ounces of this dark ale or stout or porter mixed with an equal amount of coffee can be quite an after-dinner treat. Ice cream. I don't know who could object to this. Coffee ice cream is indeed a tasty addition that adds chocolatey flavor to any coffee drink. Of course, there are other things people like to put in their coffee to flavor it up a bit, such as honey, which is a good natural sweetener, and even coconut oil, which is great for your metabolism. Oh, that's right. I didn't tell you my personal favorite yet. No, well, here's the unveiling. Da, 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 da. Does it surprise you at all? Yes, I know it's a bit old school, but Irish coffee I find is an absolute delight to have with friends during an evening or even a Sunday morning with the newspaper. Care to try a teaspoon? Hey, just a teaspoon. Oh, I'm sorry. I put a little bit more than a teaspoon in your cup. You must be so upset. Yeah, okay, great. Hey, to us and more quality time together, huh? Yeah. What do you think? Not bad. Not bad at all. But you know something? you haven't yet told me your favorite. Well, why don't you put it in the comments below? I'd love to hear it, and I'm sure a lot of us would. Let's share as many as we can, especially if it's unusual. You could start a trend. But you know, for now, evening's still young, and my pot is full, and my bottle is filled with poison. So, how about we just set a spell? Take your shoes off. You'll come back now. Yeah. Hey, nice to see you again. I love to make you smile. Oh, and before you go, please like and subscribe to my channel. With that, I'll provide you with a brand new episode every single week. Also, from subscribing, you'd be of great support to my personal mission to spread as many smiles throughout as I possibly can. We may not be able to change the world, but we can make it a nicer place to live. You care to? Please subscribe, and let's make this happen.